Innovating Education Learning World in association with WISE, an initiative of Qatar Foundation.
Space, stars, galaxies, the wonders of the universe can be captivating, and studying them is helping us unravel their mysteries. In this edition, we look at some projects that are offering learning experiences that are truly out of this world. Would you be willing to face freezing temperatures, long dark nights and polar bears in order to pursue your passion? In this report from remote Norway, we meet the students that are doing just that, all in the search of studying the Northern Lights.
We're on the island of Spitsbergen, just 1,300 kilometers from the North Pole. These islands contain the world's most northerly university, the University Centre in Svalbard, also called UNIS, and built in 1993. Every year it hosts 500 students. This year they come from 44 countries. Some of them have been able to finance their studies in Svalbard through the Erasmus exchange program.
2 people can volunteer for guard duty.
A few theoretical lessons and it's time for action. A group of 17s on their way to the Kjell Henriksen Observatory at the top of a 520-metre mountain. Before volunteering, students need to learn how to use a rifle. They take their task seriously as they know how dangerous approaching polar bears can be.
There is a real risk.
Very, very, very real risk. If we get a polar bear coming and saying hello.
The students set up the equipment on the observatory's roof to study the precise location of auroras.
Yes.
Excellent.
The next step is to start the instruments and then take a look at how the calibration goes.
Back inside the main building, the students set up the instruments they'll use to study the aurora borealis, the magical result of particles from the sun striking our atmosphere. The observatory is passive. It captures images of the aurora borealis, while another site, the ACECAT radar installation, allows active observations in order to really understand this phenomenon.
You can be an operator. Yeah, then you have to take the operator chair. The most stressful time when we operate the radar is the startup. So the next we want to do is this run experiment.
I click the standby at 57.
Yes.
Enter here at 59, yes. And then transmit.
Yes.
On the okay.
Yes.
It's very new, and yeah, to make sure it all works properly is, yeah, it makes me nervous.
You have to hit over there on the 32M.
You got the power.
Yeah.
I think the students have done really good today. We have pushed them quite a lot on things they haven't learned yet. And they have done a really good job of reasoning, trying to figure out, trying to read the data and see what it could be and so on.
The first pictures of events come in from the upper atmosphere.
That's also true, but when I talk about nighttime...
It tells you so much about the entire solar terrestrial system. That's why I'm here, because it's a passion. This will give me some credits towards my PhD, but I don't really care about the credits. I'm here for the science, for the Northern Lights.
Much further south now, in South Africa, we meet some smaller students learning about some of the university's biggest concepts. Can astronomy be a gateway to a scientific future? We find out in this report.
Today, like every Friday, these 20 students participate in picking apart and putting together the solar system as part of the school's astronomy club. Using a cleverly designed and easy-to-use tool developed by Universe Awareness, called Universe in a Box, the children's curious minds are given something to work with.
I think it's important because that's where the sun lies, the stars, the moons, and our Earth is part of it. It's part of the solar system. But some days maybe we will go to the solar system, we will go to the universe so that we can see all the things we've been learning about.
In 61 countries around the world, the basic concepts of astronomy are taught to children by an organisation called Universe Awareness. Buzani Kumalo oversees the workshops in the Cape Town area. In South Africa, schools are often overcrowded and the science curriculums are few and far between.
Now our learners, they can able to start understanding science at a very, very young age. and that increase, they are passionate in science. We hope that now we will be able to increase the science literacy in our young learners until their high school level.
400 kilometres inland into South Africa's semi-arid desert, known as the Karoo, a cluster of domes resembles an outpost on the moon. This high-tech astronomical research centre is used by astronomers from around the world to observe and study the night sky, something so abstract to us on the ground.
So they say shooting star, they'll ask, what is this? Why is it there? Why are others not shooting? So naturally, it leads to questions. So we have to respond, and by responding, you're taking them back to science. You use the principles of physics or mathematics to explain.
Just a few kilometres down from the observation plateau in the community of Sutherland, life is hard. Unemployment is high, as are alcoholism and crime. Life prospects for youngsters here can be bleak, and the world can feel small.
In the mountaineers and the colleges.
We start with the moon because at their age, this is one of the best objects to explain to them because it's visible at night and also in daytime.
Astronomy may seem at first light years away from assisting in the practical development of this struggling community. The Universe Awareness team, however, sees the bigger picture.
The best way to give them that hope is to start at a young age and to start motivating them that the universe is so big and the possibilities are so big that actually, like the saying goes, the sky is the limit.
Are you a budding astronomer? Why is studying space exciting for you? Share your experiences with us on social media and stay tuned until our next episode. Goodbye for now.
Learning World in association with WISE, an initiative of Qatar Foundation.